that she would just be listening at all times.
Welcome, my friends.
Joanne! Sight for sore eyes, Joanne! Can I have no, I know you're not into hugging. Can I go? You're the best, Joanne.
Back to the future,
Just give me a few minutes to get started with you. Enjoy my second to last film, Back to the Future.
Oh, gosh. Thank goodness. Joanne! Thank you, Joanne. You know Mark Jellin did it, Joanne, but my liver must be spotted after all that friggin' lemon juice. Do we have like a detox program here, 2769? Oh gosh almighty, Joanne, I'm getting kind of sick of this gig. Yeah, like you got anything easier? God almighty. Like I guess the thing is when you go back in time and you're people like Nelson Mandela, it's hard because you have to do the work to make an impact in the world. So they picked the right guy, Joanne. I like to do the work. Let's see, we got freaking A. Drop, you know, Joanne, when you give me the manila envelope and it doesn't have a little sticky on it so it sticks to my finger, that's just like poor planning on your part, you know? Michelangelo? I did the Sistine Chapel? God almighty. I thought that guy was like special. Yeah, my whole life I'm like, oh, Michelangelo must have been something. Doing the David with the balls. You know? Had the balls out. I thought that was genius. You know, Joanne, I'm starting to realize that all of the genius in history was future Mark. I did it all, you know, I was everybody. And now, you know, like we didn't have the 10 Commandments without Marxists. We didn't have, you know, circumnavigation around the globe without Mark Jellin. We didn't have the Mona Lisa without Leonardo da Vinci. You know, Sistine Chapel without Michelangelo. You know, the list goes on, Joanne, when you're there doing the fifth. Mark's art, and then they, you know, take it from you and give it to Mozart. That's a day, you know. Oh yeah, it's difficult, Joanne. It's a difficult thing because you do all the work and then somebody else gets all the credit. You know, Mark Jellin. Oh goodness. Well, you know what? I gotta go. I've got to get this Michelangelo character done. Sistine. I'm gonna go and climb up on a friggin' scaffold, do the David, craft the balls, and then I'll be back afterwards. What's that? No, Joanne, your friggin' wheeze is the worst. No, Joanne, I know all about it. Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry. It's your wheeze. I can't do anything about it. No, I'll see you when I get back. I'm sorry? No, I'm just finishing up. Yeah.
We're gonna need you to move on now.
Let me guess. You want to have a chat about the work? I know what's coming next. Hey, Michelangelo. Nice job with the ceiling there. You think you could maybe pass it on? We got a biblical name we have to go with. You know, I'm getting sick of these biblical names coming out of nowhere and kicking freaking future Mark off his perch. I was on top of it, on the scaffold. Hand of God. I did it, you know. And then all of a sudden, hey, Michelangelo, nice job on the ceiling. As soon as I heard nice job on the ceiling, I know what's coming next. Do you think we could talk to you for a few minutes, Michelangelo? What the freaking hell? No, I can't talk to you. I'm in the middle of finishing up my work. I'm finishing up the work. I already did the ceiling. It's over, done. God, they're doing it, you know, not that way, you know. And then I came over here just to do a touch up on the wall over here. And you're gonna come along and try to tell me I gotta give up all of this. I just put my name on the corner over there. Michelangelo. I did it. you know? And now you want me to just cover it up? So you could just put in Michelangelo. What the freaking heck? You know, it's like you do the work. You're Michelangelo. Everybody in town talks about you. And you're gonna use this we're from freaking Italy thing, Michelangelo, and just be like, we meant Michelangelo? And like people are gonna really fall for that? You gotta be kidding me, you know? You know, I gotta talk to them back at 2769, because I'm not digging the fact that I did all this freaking, do you know how much this was me alone? I did it all alone! Ceiling. Friggin', you know, and you guys come along and take it away? This is my lucky brush, too, you know. So what's next? You sending me back to 2769?
Yep.
After all that, after training to become a master, Michelangelo, I'm here. I did the David. And then you want to take it all away and give it to Michelangelo. Record books will say it was Michelangelo. You doing a freaking Mark-Della effect? You know, when you got Mark-Della affected, and you were like, I remember it as Michelangelo. Do you? Do you? Because it was Michelangelo. You know? My brush. I can't. What am I supposed to do without my brush now? You know, I'm here. I got the rest of the Sistine. No brush. Lucky brush. We can do this together. We'll teleport back to 2769. And I'm telling him next time, I'm not having this. I'm doing something simpler. I'm not going back to something like this. I'll go on the scaffold for 4 years and 7 months, 3 days and 6 hours, so they can come in and be like, hey, Michelangelo, nice job on the freaking ceiling. You know, it's times like this that I really wonder, do I want to be a time traveler any longer? Anyway, I guess that's it, right? So I shouldn't finish up with my last little right over here where I can just that and then we're like then we're done? You don't want me to do that? You want Michelangelo to come over and scribble the last little bit in? Yeah. You're gonna ruin this entire masterpiece if you have Michelangelo come in here and touch it at all with his stupid freaking brush. Have you seen that guy paint? He's got 2 left hands. 2 left hands. 2 left hands and feet. You ever seen him walk? Circles. Takes him 7 hours to get everywhere. You know? Where are we going, Michelangelo? We're gonna go this way. Freaking, the guy's dizzy, you know, all the time. Everybody thought he's a drunk. Partially drunk. But he also can't walk. Guess this is my life, right? You go do the work. You don't get any of the credit. We take it and give it to the other guy. Friggin' hacks, you know, a bunch of hacks. First, you know, you got Leonardo da Vinci. He took all the credit after I did all the work. Helicopter. And then I'm here, Sistine Chapel. Can I'm sorry. Hold on, I'm done. If I'm gonna leave it, I'm freaking leaving it.
Back to the future, Mark.
God almighty. It never gets any easier. Yeah. Joanne, can you turn off the portal now? Joanne, turn off the portal. Oh, God almighty. So, Joanne, what do we got? Oh, let me see. Are you freaking kidding me? Abraham Mark Lincoln? You know, I was hoping to do something like Marchio Andretti. You know, I'm in behind the wheel doing it, you know? That would have been a good one. But you instead gave... Why do I keep going to these people that have no air conditioning? Can we get a future guy? Like somebody who's got like a good climate control situation going on? I'm going to do an Abraham Lincoln. He gets killed, right? Yeah. Can you do me a favor and get me the frig out before he gets killed? Just, you know, switch me out with Abraham. If there's a guy named Abraham, you give him the gig right at the very end. You're like, you know what, you'd be good. Do you have a top hat? See if he has a freaking top hat. Because I don't know if I want to do this one. Let me see who else we got. Hold on.
See if he has a top hat.
Okay, so we have Abraham first. Gosh almighty. Then you're telling me I got to go back and play piano now? I got to learn how to play piano? Mark's art. It's got a good ring to it, though, Joanne. That Mark's art has a great ring to it. I'm going to go with that. All right, so right now we've got Mark's art, and we have to start with Abraham. Or no, is it Mark's art first? You know, I'm not good with the actual timeline, Joanne. You have to tell me, what's our schedule say? Oh, it's sorry, it's in the back. Oh yeah, no, we're gonna do Mark's art first, and then Abraham Lincoln. So yeah, I'm gonna get going, Joanne. I will. I guess I'll be back after. What? No, your wheeze is obnoxious. You know, I'll tell you what, Joanne. I'm not gonna be taken out of this next one. I'm living it out. All right. And when I get back, we're having a conversation about this because I can't stand doing all the work and everybody gets all the credit. And the portal's clearly like flashing. Does that mean I'm running out of time? How much time when I go there, is it going to open back up for me? Am I going to get stuck in a time portal, Joanne? What are we talking about? Oh, Joanne! These are very pertinent questions because I'm about to go through a portal. Joanne, what's going on with the freaking flicker? I thought you worked that out. You said that you had to work that. You went back, and I come back. Now I'm here doing it, and you got a flicker going still. All right, I'm gonna try to time this, Joanne, and see if I can get through before we get another flicker. All right. You want to count it down? I can't hear it on your wheeze. I'm just gonna go. All right, ready?
It's Back to the Future, Mark.
Whoa! Whoa, Joanne! Oh, no, thank you. No, I appreciate that. That's a new piece I just finished. It's called The Fifth. And everybody's into it. They all want to get, like, the reprise. Like, can you do, like, an encore? Every time I finish up The Fifth, it's like, can you do an encore? But I don't feel like doing an encore. I want to play something new. You know, I'm just going to for a second, I got to talk to you guys. This is getting out of control, you know. I keep coming in and doing the work. I'm thinking about this. I'm telling them about The Fifth. They're talking about The Fifth. They're loving The Fifth. And you know what's coming next, right? Freaking Magoo's going to come in the room and say, Mark's art, great job on The Fifth. And all the other odes, and, you know, like, symphonies and everything else you did, you know. But we're going to need to give it to Mozart. He's having a bad year, you know? He could really use the win. I'm sorry. Look, I'm here as the greatest of this era, you know? Yeah, I'm also Mark Tovin, whatever. But here, when I'm doing Mark's art, and I'm in the process of getting appreciated for The Fifth, you know? Moonlight Sonata, when you're doing, and everybody's into it, you know? And then they want to just take it away. They're like, you know what? We're going to white out the name Mark's art and just put Mozart over it. Hold on a minute. So I'm here. I do the work. The Fifth. I'll go through the whole freaking thing. Yeah, but I'm here. I do it. And then all of a sudden they come along and take it away, give it to Mozart. This is par for the course, though, you know. Future Mark. Come back in time. I mean, what do you expect? Do you expect to live out the entire life? You think that's the gig. The gig, 2769, you go into a room, they give you a folder, you look at it, it says, hey, you're going back to this date, this is your guy who you are, this is your task. You gotta go and write the fifth. Who am I sonata? You know? You do it all. And then you're done. We give it to somebody else for the credit so that the human being, because the human race has something great in history. It only happens because of Future Mark. I do it all. You know? Just wait for a freaking sequel. You know? Like, this is just first movie. Anyway, you know, I'm getting kind of sick of it, though, when I'm here and then they take it away. I don't even want to write anything else, you know? Like, I don't even want to play my piano here anymore. Oh, Marksart, you're amazing. Wolfgang Amadeus Marksart, can you come and please play one more for us before Mozart takes over? No, you wanted the hack, you get the hack. You know? Oh, okay, what's Mozart going to play for you? You're right. He only knows how to fart when he plays. Whiteout, you know, they invented Whiteout to take off Marksart's name and put Mozart's name. He needed a win. You know, how about Marksart needing a win? You know, I'm here. I'm doing, like, you know, they bleed. That's what they do here, bloodletting, when you got an illness. You know, you got a cold? Okay, well, we're going to just cut you and bloodlet you. What the? That's where we are right now. I'm in the process. That's
where we
Marksart,
are right
great
now.
job on that fifth, by the way. Thanks. Let me guess. Going back to 2769, they have another assignment for me.
That's right, buddy.
I get it. I'm getting sick of doing all the work and getting no credit. You know, the pay is good. That I'm digging on. The pay, I got hazard pay. Because sometimes when you're out there murdering people like I did as, you know, Liam Marco da Vinci, in order to get that rouge, I had to murder in order to do it. If you get caught and you can't go back to the future, you know, you're stuck in time. You know, that's no good either. So, hazard pay, good stuff. But, you know, when you do the work and you create a fifth, and they take it from you, it hurts, you know? It hurts for a few days afterwards when you're kind of now you're recollecting the time that you spent, yeah, and you're thinking about it, and you're just getting ready to be Abraham Lincoln, getting taken off the freaking job again. This is the worst job because when you do a good job, you get replaced at the end, and somebody gets credit for all the freaking work. Yeah, Mozart coming in, right? Coming in hot, Mozart. Freaking, he's got like 3 fingers, I think. What is he doing, a Django Reinhardt? What's he do? How is he playing with 3 fingers? Inbred, you know? And he shows up, and you guys are giving him the credit for Mozart's work.
Oh, I forgot about all this. Oh, my
Getting used to
goodness.
it. Getting used to it. I guess I'll see you guys at the next gig. I call them gigs, you know. You call them historical figures, whatever. It's a gig.
Back to the future, Mark. Go back in time.
Look, man, I know we're at it. And I know you put your heart and soul on the line for the people of your village, the townspeople, you know? And we're here against the South, you know? And here's the most important thing. When we win, it will be because of Abraham Lincoln and all of his actions And the hat. 'Cause I wore the hat a lot. But most importantly, it's because Abermark decided to think above the time and beyond the time, because he's from the future, future Mark, and he did it. Emancipation Proclamation of 1863. Drafting it right now, And when we do that, as, a people, as the North, as the United States of America, we'll be emancipating, Marklamating, and there won't be any more slavery. Okay? What's that? No, I know there's probably still going to be a bunch of piece of garbage people out there doing it. But I'm saying on the surface, United States of America, no more. You are equal. No more 3/5. Yeah? That was a stupid thing. I don't know who did that. I'm a legal expert. Look, when Abermark did it, and they were like, you got the greatest score from the freaking bar ever. And I was like, I know. When you got a top hat, and you're wearing it. When you go in to score at the bar for the exam, they're like, can you sit in the back, sir? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to show up with the hat 9 feet tall. I'm 4'4". The hat's 5'3". You're sitting in the back. Who's the guy in the back? That's our future president. Best scorer, went in there, legal scholar, and then they said, excuse me, sir, would you like to run for president of the United States? We have plans for you. I said, plans for me? They had no idea. I'm freaking future Mark. Of course you have plans for me. They sent me here to do this. They sent me here to proclamate. And when you're doing it, and you're going to lead America into a future that they didn't know existed, when you're doing it with the Emancipation Proclamation, and you do the speech, 4-score, that I'm working on still. And when I do the 4-score speech, they're going to all gather around. Hey, Abermark, what a freaking heck of a speech. Nice job on the Marklamation of 1863. Right? Abraham Lincoln. I go down in history, Top hat. You guys, how you feeling? You guys ready for the next battle? You have to be ready. Stonewall Jackson's out there. If you're not ready for old Stonewall, like I was here. I'm ready for Stonewall. What the frick am I talking about? Right, Jimmy? Gosh almighty. Jimmy, you do a good job, like, holding your pose. You're killing it.
Jimmy holds his pose.
Stonewall Jackson. Freaking Stonewall Jackson him. We're Stonewall. Goodness, Good old Stonewall. I can't. Great. Joanne! Where's Joanne when you need her?
Wait.
Because I got Stonewall Jackson situation going on right now. I don't even know what to do with it. Oh my goodness. Good old Stonewall. Some people say you got Stonewall down in friggin' Jackson, Mississippi. That happened too. When you're Abermarking it, down on our way to Mississippi. Stonewalled. When General Custer called, and he said, let's see if we can come to an agreement and see if we can call the 53rd parallel or whatever the freak. I said, look, Abermark's not playing those games, You send Stonewall over, we're having conversation. Stonewall he threw a heck of a curveball too. He was on the Southern Leagues, Abermark, I knocked one out of the friggin' park against him, Like, he thought he had me, like 3-2 count, and he's like, Abermark's not gonna hit this, I'm gonna hit him with the high cheese. He threw the high cheese at me. Bang, biggity boo, I hit a home run, top hat fell off. But I hit a home run, Johnny, you were there for that one, right? Johnny, you're gonna leave me out in lurch here? Yeah. Never tell a lie. Hey, cherry tree. I know that was George Washington, but I did it too, When you're Abraham Lincoln and you did the cherry tree as well. You know, that's the story, guys. You remember, you have to remember that one, regurgitate it later when you're talking about the Emancipation Proclamation of 1863. It's a big time in history. You guys don't realize it yet. You know, you're here and you're like, we're fighting for our homeland. We're fighting for some rice and some beans. Where are you from? Freaking New Mexico? We're here in the north. You know? And I'm sorry, guys. Abraham Mark Lincoln doing it, 16th president. I forgot my top hat today. You know? But we're here. We're doing our best anyway, trying to rile you up for good old Stonewall Jackson. He's out on the field today, guys. I saw him over the clearing, and he's looking like he's ready for a fight. How about you, Johnny? Are you ready for the freaking fight? You look like you're about to poop in your pants. God almighty. Why do we have guys who look like they want to poop their pants instead of going into war and battle for old Abramark? You know? I'm sorry?
We're going to need you to pass it along to Abraham now.
I'm the President of the United States, okay? You don't walk up to the President of the United States and say, Abramark, you did a really great job on that Marklamation, stopping slavery. Good job, Abramark. I know that beginning always goes to a place I don't want it to go. Okay, you did a good job here in the past, but your future, Mark, go back to freaking 2769. They need you. God, all freaking mighty. Yeah, I'm here. I'm Abraham Mark Lincoln. I did the work. I penned it. Emancipation Proclamation. Slavery, no more, because of me. You're gonna give it to Abraham.
You know the gig.
Good old Abraham Lincoln. Does he wear a top hat? Johnny, don't say he wears it better than me. I will slap that smile off your face. The scowl. That scowl off your face. I just did the Marklamation. You know, it's times like this that I wonder, why did I freaking pen the Emancipation Proclamation? Yeah. Why did I come out here in this freaking heat today? And do the speech of all speeches. I feel bamboozled again, you know? I did this again with Michelangelo, freaking Leo Marco. Remember the time when I was freaking Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and they did it to me then too? I don't even want to go back to it. Oh, you have that scene too? I'm sure you do. God almighty. You know, all I can say is this, guys. If you want Abraham,
I'm taking us somewhere else, guys.
You just say the word.
From comedy to some music. This is my Star Wars music. I like Star Wars. It's a cool show, movie production. What did we do last time, S-Coop? I don't know, but we're going to hopefully get through this song. If for some reason the screen goes off and says that there's an issue with the video, don't go anywhere because it's just momentarily because we're playing something we shouldn't. What you're hearing is my loop station and my guitar synthesizer, and the beat seat is about to kick in. The only drum in the world for guitar players. But this is one person having some fun.
Space.
climate change, it was just the earth rearranging. It's like it wouldn't do every generation or two. Triple across the stars, yeah, you gonna go how far, yeah, take a chance, yeah. How you know where you go. You see a shooting star traveling across the sky. Yeah, you wonder if you could catch up. You take a trip across the stars.
How far you gonna go? Yeah.
You're not alone. There's someone there in the twilight zone. You turn the engine back on. You look around, you're gone, yeah. You're coasting again. You're gonna take another spin. You're gonna go. You take a trip across the stars. my way back home. Gotta pop this up because it looks like we may get popped off the screen here if I don't. Looking at a notification from DickTube. Heads up, we've detected the video stream belongs to someone else. Your stream may be temporarily blocked, so we just shut off the video portion. This is the best part, unfortunately. We're trying to be tricky here. Let's see. Going right back right now. Ready? This is the best part right here anyway. If I get knocked off, guys, don't go anywhere.
Take a trip across the stars. How far you gonna go? Trip across the stars.
How far you going to go? Take off. Check this. This is my favorite part. Oh, yeah. Music video. Oh, goodness. You got to love it when you write a song like that and then turn it into a music video right when at the end of the song you say music video after creating the song. Everything you hear, if you go and check out my songs, they were all created live in the moment on this channel. This is day 1986 in a row. Welcome. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. We watched one of my feature films at the beginning. It's called Back to the Future, Mark. But I have something really exciting. If you've ever seen my movie Batmark versus Supermark, I'm remastering it and re-releasing it. I'm taking some stuff out. Every single scene is going to be the zoom in, zoom out that you've seen with my recent films. The Batmark versus Supermark film was my first, and I didn't even realize all those, different directing concepts of taking a straight up raw video and just creating action within the shots in order to get the comedy to really pop out. I don't use laugh tracks. I don't know if that's maybe not a good, maybe I should use them because people don't necessarily get my comedy. But there's stuff that just makes me cry every time I watch it because of the depth of the creativity that it took to get there. And same thing, you watch Back to the Future, Mark. That entire movie took place live in the moment. I had no idea what I was doing. I just made up all these people, all these crazy names. Marxist, Michelangelo, Leo Marco da Vinci, Abraham Lincoln. I didn't do, I had so many others. I had Mark Della. I was going to do the Mark Della effect, and then just like that was going to be part of the second film, but it didn't seem like the first film really got really received well. But I also, there's a lot of stuff I don't love about those movies that I would go back and redo. And so that's kind of what Supermark and Batmark is going to be. That movie's pretty much mostly perfect. It just is getting better. And Brave Mark, I like that. All I could tell you is this about the Batmark versus Supermark movie. If you've seen, this is just give you a hint. If you've seen my scammer payback stuff, that's the best that I could tell you of what you're about to see. And just for give you, maybe I'll play that for you. We'll go from comedy to music and then back to comedy. If you guys don't know who Pierogi is an awesome guy who basically now he's making a living doing this, but he started it off just by doing good. And the concept is finding these scammers and then exposing them, erasing their files for the world to see live, and just trolling the hell out of them. And he's very good at it. And I used to get a kick. Listen, I don't really watch them really, to be honest, anymore. I've just seen it. I had seen some at this point when I did this. And I loved how there's this specific kind of like I would say, progression that takes place with these phone calls, where it starts off, they're really sweet, and then they start getting pissed off because they're not getting the answer they want from this old person. So they start like kind of like belligerently like going after them, calling them names, and really bad too. Like if you ever watch this, you'll see they're rude outright. They'll be like, I can't do the impression because I'll get in trouble. I can very much do it because I do every impression, but they're from Mumbai. And basically they start ripping on them with that accent. And it's funny because you're sitting here in America and you're listening how these people have no attention, no ability to be patient, and they're yelling at these old people. But you also know they're being trolled, And so that's the whole idea. You're watching it, you're like, this is crazy. And then they lose all their files at the end. That's basically what happens. So I've done 2 of these. But I would say the very first one is the one that gave me the concept that we're going forward with on almost every single thing. So let me know what you think. It's about 14 minutes long. I hope you don't mind, and I hope you get a laugh. Oh, wait a minute.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. This is Mark Pires here, the call center, Microsoft.
This is Microsoft?
That's right. This is Microsoft calling you directly.
Oh.
We understand you're having an issue with your Windows 95 operating system, and you may have gotten an email from us.
Yes, I did get an email.
That's right. Yes. Look, I'm here with Joanne.
Oh, who's Joanne?
She's my assistant. We're here to help you every step of the way. And I think you need to understand something from our perspective here at Microsoft. We want to help you with your operating system needs, Windows 95. And we're specific here about Windows 95 at this call center. So what I wanted you to do is see if you could click that link.
This link?
Yep, that's right, AnyDesk.
AnyDesk?
Click that link and you're going to give me, Mark, all of the privileges necessary to access your computer, your banking records, your dental records, and any other pertinent information on your device, photos, anything else I could find in my search.
Wait, that seems like a lot.
Excuse me, ma'am. This is standard, okay, for Microsoft. It's just really, fine print I have to tell you about. Just sign off on it.
I don't think I feel comfortable doing that.
Ma'am, are you a moron?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how stupid you are being right now. It's simple. You just electronically sign off. I get access to everything that you've ever done in your life.
Yeah, but why do you need to see my picture?
Ma'am, do you want help with your Windows 95 operating system or not?
Yes, of course.
Joanne, are you back? Sorry, ma'am, it's hard to hear you over the wheeze, Joanne's wheeze. Can you give me a minute?
I was wondering what that was.
Joanne, I got a live one over here. She doesn't want to give me access to all of her banking records, dental records, death records, family, Ancestry.com. And
it just seems excessive.
Ma'am, I'm not sure how much more I could do for you if you're not going to give me that access, AnyDesk style. You just go, okay, yeah, I do it. My name's Judy Lewis. I'm letting, Mark in there to do his thing.
I guess, okay.
Thank you. I was wondering if I had to send somebody over with a sledgehammer to knock some sense into you, Judy.
I'm sorry? Are you speaking to your assistant?
No, that's Joanne. Joanne, you're Judy. No, I got a Joanne. You're Judy, half a moron.
I'm the moron?
That's right. Now, moron. Judy. Let me just get in here real quick.
Okay. I really need help with my Windows 95. What are you typing in? Did you find something?
Yeah, no, it looks like we gave you a rebate.
A rebate?
We gave you a rebate, and all you have to do now is, just do me a favor, Judy. You're going to type in what I tell you to type in, and then do not push enter. Do you understand me, Judy?
Yes, you want me to push enter.
Judy, do not push enter, not do. Do not push enter. Do you understand?
Do push enter, got it.
No, Judy, no. When I say do not push enter, that means when you get to the end of putting in the freaking set of numbers I tell you about, you don't push enter. You know?
Okay, all set. I'll push enter.
You know, let's just try this out. I think you're just a complete idiot.
That's not nice.
Your family should disown you, Judy.
What?
All right, the numbers are as such. 8,
Okay, 8.
7, 4.
74.
No, 4, Judy. 8, 7, 4. I only gave you 3 numbers so far. Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh, I thought you meant 70. So 7 and
Okay. 6, 9, 2.
6, 9, 2.
7, 3, 4.
7,
and then
3,
do not
4.
push enter,
Enter.
Judy.
I'm sorry I pushed it.
Judy! Are you a freaking idiot?
I'm sorry.
I
You're supposed
told
to
you
have
not
it.
to push enter. I got a freaking moron over here, Joanne. She pushed enter. I told her not to push
I
enter.
thought you said to press
You
enter.
gotta be kidding me. I'm here doing it. I'm trying to help you, Microsoft. And you're over there pushing enter? I told you not. Now, Judy, I'm gonna lose my job. I'm gonna lose my job, Judy, because you put an extra 0 in at the end. And now you're getting 4 million instead of $4. Judy, do you really want me to lose my job, Judy?
I'm not really sure yet.
My family. I got 74 kids.
Wait, how many kids?
They're all in school right now, each one of them. Private school.
And how is that my problem?
Have a heart, Judy. You're gonna have to refund the rebate that
Want
we
me
just
to
gave you.
refund the rebate.
Yeah. Now, what I'll do is I'm gonna send you a link. You click that link. And Judy, if you freaking click enter,
I know.
you know? I mean, seriously. If I find out and I hear that you hit enter, I'm flying to your house there in Los Angeles. And we're gonna have words.
Ooh.
Because this is my family we're talking about now. You pushed an extra 0, and that multiplied. Because when you hit the 0, it got stuck, clearly. $4? No, 4 million. You got to refund that now.
What?
Judy,
Yes?
God is watching you right now.
He is?
If you don't make the right decision, you can't go to heaven. I'm sorry.
I can't go to heaven?
You know. No, St. Peter's a friend of mine, and he said so. What's that, Joanne? Joanne, I can't hear you over the wheeze. What are you trying to... Gosh almighty. No, Judy, I'm sorry. Joanne was trying to just give me some inside information and just explaining to me how screwed you are, you know?
But this is your mistake.
You know, Judy, it's times like this, I wonder, how long do you got to pack your bags and get going? Like, if you're gonna try to screw me over, the cops are on their way. Joanne just called them. We got Poncherella coming in the chopper. He's coming to take you down because I, was trying to help you out with the rebate. Fix your operating system, Windows 95. And now you're embezzling $4 million from Microsoft.
And you're Microsoft.
That's right, Judy, Microsoft. I am Microsoft.
Just don't think it's your company.
That's like people always wonder, oh, this is Microsoft calling me? Yeah, it's Mark Microsoft. Yeah, like you guys were like, what is going on? Why, how could you be my last name is Microsoft.
That's your family crest?
What do you want me to do about it? I'm trying to just give it to you straight here. Mark Microsoft, that I can help you with your Microsoft Windows 95 problem, Judy. Give you the rebate. And you're now stealing millions of dollars from Mark Microsoft.
Again, I'm willing to pay it back if you give me the any debt.
Judy, I'm gonna file a complaint. I'm gonna file a grievance.
Will you please just tell me how I can pay
No,
it back?
that's fine. If you just click the link that I'm gonna give you right here and type in exactly as I tell you to, Judy.
Okay.
Do not, for the love of God, push enter at the end, Judy. If you do, remember, cops, dogs, they come with, those dogs they send in there, they're rabid.
Dogs are rabid?
They don't bring in healthy dogs, they bring in rabid dogs for you, Judy.
Why? I'm just a little lady.
Because that's a lot of money that you're embezzling and stealing from us here at Microsoft. Mark Microsoft.
Well, let me pay it back now.
No, that's right, Judy. Click the link.
The link?
Judy, you're a freaking imbecile.
Oh, this
You're a
way.
moron. You're an idiot. I just wish I could open the door and then close it on your head. And maybe that would help. Because gosh almighty, dingbat. Yeah. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, no one can hear you over the wheeze.
I'm sorry.
Judy, not you. I'm hoping you're going to do the right thing here because you're a freaking idiot.
What did I do wrong?
You know, we're laughing at you here. Everybody here at the call center is laughing at you, Judy. They're like, you're on with a moron. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I know. I'm dealing with it. Pushing an extra zero. Pushing enter. I told you not to push enter, Judy. Is it because you're an a-hole? Because you're a piece of garbage? Some stupid moron?
I think it's
imbecile?
time I tell you. You ever heard of scammer payback?
What?
Pierogi.
You're not Judy. You're scammer payback.
Ding, 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 ding. What do we have for him, Johnny?
I deleted all your files too.
Guys, I don't have any more files.
Best of luck, sweet.
I had files. I had money. I had everybody's documents. Remember the guy in Milwaukee? Joanne. I had him. Scammer payback. He did it. I mean, look, Joanne, right? We were here. I was yelling about your dumb wheeze. And all of a sudden, scammer paybacked. I got scammer paybacked. You know, guys, I think we're gonna have to shut down this operation here in Calcutta. You know, I mean, like, right? I was really getting people. They thought I was in New York City. That I was just calling from the backyard. Hey, guy, you know, I worked on my English. I worked on my New York. I worked on my East Coast, United States of America, so I could come here and be authentic when I called and do my scammer, you know, deal. I got scammer payback. I gotta give it to, you know, you gotta give it where credit is due. I was trying to scam. I got scammed. Scammer payback, you know? I'm gonna try to see if I can get that pierogi back. Yeah. Can I have my files back, you know? There was this dummy named Judy. She just couldn't get it. Oh wait, shoot, that was you. You really got me there. You really got me there. Guys, shut it down. Power down. Anything left you got? You got nothing? I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. I thought I was doing what we do. You know? I was here. I was taking everybody's hard-earned dollars. Calcutta style. And unfortunately, I got scammer paybacked. You know? When that happens, you gotta just put your head down and you gotta take the loss. You take the L. But you come back tomorrow, a different street, different office, different, you know, street off the street level. Oh, I'm on the 21st floor today, Calcutta. And we're doing it all over again. You know, hey, how you doing? It's Mark, Microsoft, giving you a call. That's right, I own the company. My father said, you know, look, you're doing it. You go out there and you give people help on their rebates. So that's what I do here at the, you know, at the call center for you, Judy. I hope I don't get another Judy again, guys, on the, tomorrow when we reset the entire thing, the operation from square one. I'm gonna get that scammer payback guy. He may have won the battle today, but he hasn't won the war. Right, Joanne? Joanne, stop wheezing. Shut down the computer, Joanne. Everybody shut down your stuff. We gotta be on the run. FBI could be on their way. You know Pierogi's calling them in. Gosh almighty. Joanne, I gotta take an express train back to the United States because I can't stand being caught up with you with the wheeze. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Good luck, freaking suckers. Sometimes, you know, you're trying to scam people out of millions of dollars.
Oh yeah.
Oh goodness, a little fun tonight. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. We had the Star Wars music video and a couple pieces of comedy. And Saturday Night Live. We just like to get into it like we do every day here. 1986 days in a row. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again tomorrow. My dad's birthday, June 9th. This crazy quick story. I see Maggie. I think Maggie ate something. She's like freaking, it fell out of her mouth, then back, and she's eating it. Right, she's laying there. Then a couple seconds later, I see Max, and he's like toying with something. And I go over and see it's a little rabbit, like a little baby rabbit this big. A couple days old, 5 days, I don't know. So I saved this thing, put it inside like a box. My son finds like one of my daughter's toys that has like, almost looks like mesh, but it's like one of those little ice cream kid toys or whatever. So he puts the rabbit in there, and we're trying to feed this little baby rabbit the last 2 days. And he starts to get the baby rabbit to like sort of drink today. The baby rabbit loves my son. My son's rubbing this thing, and he's just like running to my son in a weird way. It's like this kind of cute thing. And I'm like, that's cool. And so I go outside earlier, and Maggie's acting weird again. And I hear squeak, squeak. And I go, what the freaking heck? And I look, there's another baby rabbit right there. Like even a little smaller, or maybe a little bigger. I don't even know, whatever it was. So I grabbed the thing that the one is in, and I put the second in there, because I'm pretty sure Maggie ate the mom already, and probably a bunch of the others, because, you know, there's two just random in our backyard. Nest must have been nearby. She's looking in this one little bush still. So I don't know what's going on, but I have to say, we don't know what to do, because I leave these little baby rabbits out there and get eaten by something, by the dogs or some other dogs, or you know, there's lots of stuff around here. So I'm not really sure what to do, if it's going to be that we're going to have 2 dogs and 2 rabbits, or if it's just going to be we're going to make sure they don't die and then give them to some sort of, I don't know. But my kid is like connecting with these 2 little baby rabbits, and they seem to love him. He fed the second one, by the way, but drank right away. We have this, like, we picked up this cat replacement milk, whatever it's called, because they said that's the only thing that they'll eat. If they don't drink their mom's milk, it's going to die. And so we're like, okay. And they're like, and they won't drink anything else except maybe this. And so I was like, okay, I'll try. The other one's just like sopping it up. My son's like, look at it. And they're like licking my son's hand, both of them. It's the cutest thing. I was like, I'm pretty sure you're the first human to touch them. So like they've now imprinted on my son, and they're like, this is our dad or whatever, you know, or mom. This is our mom. So pretty cool stuff. So anyway, it's crazy what happens in life, though. I'm like, oh my goodness. There's like, and here's the funniest thing. My daughter, my youngest daughter, the other day was like, I want a rabbit. Just telling my mom, my wife, I want a rabbit. And I was like, we're not getting a freaking rabbit. What is she talking about? I was like, I'll never get a rabbit. Are you kidding me? That's stupid. I would never get a rabbit. Now I have 2 rabbits. Like, is there a flood coming? 2 rabbits, 2 dogs, 3 kids. But we're a family. The family's the family. But we're gathering 2 by 2. You know? What else do we need a double decker of? Oh goodness. I don't know. Crazy stuff though, right guys? Andrea O'Neill. Did I see it's your birthday, Andrea O'Neill? Happy birthday, Barella. I hope everybody's wishing happy birthday to Andrea O'Neill, the greatest. Barella, BDP Racing, burnt popcorn in the house. Leisha on number 7. Melanie K, so good to see you. Renee Woods, S. Coop, Trish Killian, Virginia. S. Coop, by the way, thank you for always sending links. And I did see a few people said that they'd like to be wrenched. The reason I try to have fewer wrenches is because we had a lot of people that weren't doing anything to help the show when they just have wrenches because they wanted to have a wrench. And so I've tried to limit it to people who really want to help the show. So that means like, and you'll see a lot of times, whenever I post, there's a comment from S. Coop. There's a comment from Trish. There's a comment from Leisure Number 7. There's a comment from Wharton and Barella, but they haven't asked to be. But like, there's a comment from those core people who are here, and they continue to. When people show up, it's not just about talking about whatever topics are being talked about. It's like, oh, someone new burnt popcorn pumps onto the show. It's not just on S-Coop to say something like, hey, do you know Mark does more than whatever we're watching? There's music, there's, just chatting and connecting, but hang out for a little bit and see where he goes with this, because this is an in-the-moment show, whatever. S-Coop's always sharing that. But if people are all doing that and welcoming everybody, and that's sort of I think the moderators where one of the most important things, but other side is outside of that is like trying to bring people to the show. And so if people want to get on board with that, I'm all for bringing in more wrenches. So what I'd like to do with that is after the show, if you can, on this show or anything, just leave a comment and say, I heard your comment and I would love to have a wrench. And obviously, if you hear this message and it's a random day in the future and you're like, oh, I'm going to just send Mark a message and say I want a wrench, I do have to know you. You know what I mean? Like, it's people that are here that I know, and you all know who you are, but like, I could see some random guy like Jim Phillips 27 finding this show in 6 months and being like, oh geez, yeah, I want a wrench, let me just send a message and say, give me a wrench, Mark. The reality is that the hope and the thought process behind this whole thing from the beginning was, you get to a point where there's a ton of people here. It's still only a core group of people that are mods. And those people just stay and they're like legends, because you don't need 100, you just need enough people to make sure when there is 50 people or 100 people or 200 people popping in, there's always someone saying, hey, hit the like, leave a comment. That stuff's important for the show to grow. And S-Coop does an amazing job of that. Trish, anybody who's already doing a mod work or wants to do mod work, like I said, just shoot me a message and I'm happy to add you to the list. And we will see what tomorrow brings. 1986 days in a row. What in the friggin' heck? Right? Until tomorrow, Joanne, can you do us a favor and keep the wheeze down? Joanne! We're dealing with it. Back to the Future, Mark, and all my other movies, they're in the playlist. But like I said, get ready for Bat Mark versus Super Mark remastered, the director's cut. It's going to be ridiculous. Thank you, guys.